So, good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are back again. 2 uploads today. I'll be back with rants a little bit later on at 4 o'clock. So make sure you come and check that out. I'll also be on Henry Wright TV later tonight, 7 o'clock. So make sure you check that out as well. Free hit the likes, people. Free hit the likes. Make sure you're smashing them likes through the roof. And we're going to talk about this free hit rubbish. We're going to talk about all the people that are doing their best Stan Kroenke PR. I don't think these people quite understand that by sitting all over their social media accounts making excuses and why are people overreacting? Nobody's overreacting. We're just saying exactly what we've been saying even when we're unbeaten. And this is the thing, people can't seem to grasp the difference. You know, you're so negative, you're so toxic, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's just break this down. I'm going to share this for all the people that didn't see this on the podcast last night. I'm going to share the screen in a second. If you haven't checked that podcast out, it was lit. So make sure you go and check that out. Me, Kenny, and Jez was spitting facts about the club. Rafa settings. All right, I'm going to share this to the Mac. All right, and this is why all the way through an unbeaten run, I don't get hyped because it is actually genuinely embarrassing looking at some of these stats. The eyes don't lie. We've been crap and we've been getting away with it. And then you look at the stats, which, listen, I'm not a stats person. The stats are there to back up what the eyes have seen, you know, and the stats are backing up what the eyes have seen. It is actually insane. Let me see if I've got it on my Mac already. I might actually already have it. Yes, I have. Here we go. Right. There we go. The attacking statistics for Arsenal Football Club. Mikel Arteta's 2 years in charge. This is the statistics that we have got this season with his team. Oh, but he didn't have his own players in the first 3 games. Oh, poor Mikel. Poor Mikel. He didn't have his own players. I just want to see the team play, Edu was crying. I just want to see the team together. Okay. Well, the team together have scored 13 goals, mate, in 12 games. 8 of them have come in 3 games. 7 goals from open play in 12 games. 7 open play goals in 12 games. That is 19th out of 20 teams in the league. I don't know who the last team is in the league out of the 20. I'm not sure. And to be honest, I don't really care. XG. Oh, yes, the XG. Oh, but we've been getting very unlucky. No, we haven't, because the XG is also backing up what the goals tally says, really, isn't it? Big chances created. We are 19th for big chances created. Burnley have created more big chances than Arsenal. Burnley. I think Norwich are bottom of that table. I'd imagine Norwich are bottom of the open play goals league as well, considering they haven't scored any. Shot conversion, shocking, 16th. Possession, I ain't really too fussed about possession. But this is where I find it funny when people say, why are you overreacting? Why are people overreacting? Overreacting? No, you are overreacting. You're the ones that are sitting there gassing up players, making out they're amazing, making out the manager's amazing, making out this team this season we're hard to beat. Yeah, we might be hard to beat. So have we lost 4 out of 12 games then? That's 1/3 of our games. If we do that over a course of a season, that's 12 to 13 games we're losing this season in the league. That's without any other competition. So when people want to sit there and say, oh, but yeah, the overreactions to this Liverpool game, you know, if anyone thought we were going to Liverpool and getting a result, they're deluded. Really? How comes Burnley got a result there last season then? How comes Brighton were 2-0 down this season without a striker on the pitch or in the squad, didn't roll over and get piped? They actually came back and got a draw and should have won the game. How comes Brighton can do that with no striker in the squad? How comes Brighton went there last season and won? How comes I think Crystal Palace went there and won last season, didn't they? There was quite a few teams that beat them last season. And this is my point. No game in football is a free hit. Every game in football is supposed to mean something. It's supposed to mean going towards a title, going towards a cup. And if you don't end up winning the title, only one team can win that. I accept that. I know that. I'm not dumb. right? Some people sit there and say, yeah, but Lee, only one team can win the league. The aim of elite sport is not to finish fourth, it's to finish first, right? That's as simple as that. You don't go into football thinking, right, yes, I'm going to become a footballer so I can finish fourth and never win anything, which is why Van Persie left, which is why Alexis Sanchez left, because they wanted to win leagues, which is why other players along the way, Harry Kane threw a wobbly in the summer because he wants to win, you know, and people will sit there and call them snakes and this and that. And that is because they have got the loser mentality. All the people that are sitting there saying Liverpool's a free hit have obviously forgotten that Brentford put 3 past them. They've obviously forgotten West Ham beat them the other week and put 3 past them. They've obviously forgotten that Brighton put 2 past them. So there's 8 goals in 3 games Liverpool conceded. And we just went there and got our annual spanking. Why is it that I've seen hundreds, and I've seen hundreds of people saying it was a free hit all the way in the build up to the game, after the game, fan cams, social media sites? Oh, but it was a free hit. How many more free hits are we getting this season? Furthermore, a Newcastle come into the Emirates at the weekend as a free hit. Because I put this out on my Insta earlier. I typed in on Google and typed in Arsenal versus Newcastle. And then I clicked stats. And it says win probability, Arsenal 66%. Draw 19. Newcastle 15% chance of winning the game. So a Newcastle coming to the Emirates this weekend saying, well, it don't matter, it's a free hit, mate. It's a free hit. Is that what they're doing? It's a free hit. What is this free hit all about? Why is it Stan Kroenke's son, Joshua, we'll probably have to call him Joshua soon, otherwise he'll do a Benjamin on us. But Joshua sat there and said, we aim to be the best. That's what he said. Mikel Arteta in his press conference for the Liverpool game said, the aim is to be the best. Well, as it stands, we're 5th, right? That team that everyone was laughing at for sacking Nuno, and they're dog shit, and they are dog shit. They're dog shit every season, yeah? And they finish above us every season, and have done for a long time. So that team that everyone was laughing at, the free hit merchants, the why you overreacting merchants, that were all laughing at Tottenham, you know they're only 1 point behind sorted out, oh my God, he's got his own players, free hit Arsenal, don't you? You do know that they are only 1 point behind the mighty Mikel Arsenal, Mikel Arteta Arsenal, Mikel Arsenal. Oh dear. You just got to laugh at the state of this fan base. You really have. And at the end of the day, Joshua Kroenke sat in that interview with Jeffrey Shreves. We've got to start calling people by their first names properly, haven't we? No, we can't just shorten it anymore. You know, it's not a thing anymore, is it? You've got to look at that interview when he said, I sit and I scroll through social media. Yeah, obviously he's not on there with a blue tick account. Nobody knows what his name is on social media. You lot have probably had interactions. Maybe I have with him. Who knows? We don't know what his account name is. But he said that he actively sits and reads social media. So when he sees hundreds and thousands of people saying, oh, we got the youngest manager in the league, give it time. We've got the youngest squad in the league, give it time. Oh, it's a free hit. Oh my God, Rome wasn't built in a day. Oh, really? Oh my God, I can't believe it. The overreaction from our fans. When he sees all that, what do you think he's thinking? He's like, well, that was easy, wasn't it? That was easy. Yep, we've conned them again. It's absolutely embarrassing. And listen, people don't think that I'm just saying this after that Liverpool loss. Obviously, don't watch this channel, because I've been saying this when we were winning. I've been saying this all the way through that irrelevant unbeaten run, that we should be beating AFC Wimbledon. Why is that even in the conversation? We should, with all due respect, be beating Leeds United. And I see you, KG. I've probably pronounced your name wrong again. I do it every time. But make sure you go and subscribe to his channel as well, people. Come on. And this is what winds me up. It's like, you know, we should be beating Crystal Palace. We didn't. They were jumping in the crowd. Jesus Christ. Fist pumps the lot after the 95th minute equaliser. I'd love to be able to show you Unai Emery's reaction after they were 3-1 down the other week and they equalised in the 95th minute. because the geezer just done a run and a little fist pump. It was literally the last kick of the game, the same as ours. And the guy, Dan Zuma, run off, fist pump, jumped up in the air, and they panned to Unai Emery. And he was just standing there like, I know I fucked up. It's not a good result drawing 3-3. You know, yes, it's good to come back from 3-1 down. You've salvaged a point, shows character, all that crap. But you didn't show character in the first place because you were 3-1 down. So that is the difference. And like, listen, people, I've been sitting there this morning with people on Instagram. I mean, the mentality of this fan base as a whole is just absolutely on its knees. It is absolutely disgusting, some of the crap I've been hearing. Let me find this one. You give Conte 200 million, 240 million and starting where Arteta started, he would have spat his dummy out after 2 months. Forget being in a title race. Conte is who you bring into a good side to make better. And we had deep, deep issues when Arteta took over. What on earth would Conte get out of Mustafi and permanent absence of Ozil? Well, let me tell you something, mate, yeah? Louis_X_I_V. He got a fucking tune out of Victor Moses, didn't he? There we go. He ended up winning the league. Let's read some more of these out. Where was this other one? There was a real funny one I want to read out because this is just, it's kind of sad, really. But this is on all platforms. All platforms. And it's mad to actually sit there. I think we need to be patient, says Pritesh. Big up to you, Pritesh, for replying to the Insta post. I think you need to be patient. Going against fan opinions is not what we need to do. Appreciate everyone's opinion. However, we can be constructive together. Mate, what do you mean be patient? It's 2022 in about 5 weeks, 6 weeks. What are you talking about? Be patient. When was the last time we won a title, mate? Since then, we've spunked probably well over £1 billion. In fact, it is over £1 billion. I already know that. We've done 450 million quid since Wenger left. So I look at it and I think 450 million since Wenger left, which is the highest in Europe, by the way, in that time. Highest net spend in Europe in that time. Highest gross spend in Europe in the last 2 seasons. And we have got Granit Xhaka still here. Mohamed El Neni still here. Lacazette still here. We've got Aubameyang on nearly 400 grand a week, strolling around the pitch like he couldn't give a shit, thinking about what Ferrari he's getting wrapped next week. We've got a centre-back who's basically just a better-looking Mustafi. We've got a midfielder who's just a better-looking Dani Ceballos and played for Madrid when he was 15. No, he never. He's played more games for Arsenal than Madrid. We've then signed a lad from Portugal that's had a couple of good games and everyone's hyping him up. Oh, yes. Oh, he's amazing. He's amazing. Really? Really? Sambi Lokonga, another one. Stop hyping these players up after a little run of irrelevant games. Stop doing it. You never learn. It's embarrassing. Kostafi. Oh, say Kolasinac, the tank. Thomas the tank. Chew fucking chew. It is embarrassing. Irrelevant runs of form that lead to nothing are irrelevant. This run of form that we went on, 8 in the league unbeaten, no disrespect to the teams we played, we should be unbeaten against them. And in fact, we should be winning all of them. We should be beating Palace, we didn't. We should be beating Villa, we did. Leicester, you could say, okay, maybe that's not a free hit. But we should be beating Norwich. We scrambled by a VAR allowed goal, which I still ain't sure whether it was offside or not. We beat Burnley by a free kick. The only thing Odegaard's done in, what, nearly a year of being at the football club. Well done, mate. You know, and this is the creative spark that passes backwards that's been sat on the bench because he's fucking dog shit. We've got a player on the bench, Nicola Pepe, who's being linked to AC Milan today in the January move. Do you know what? Good luck to him. He needs to leave because this manager ain't going to ever play him. You know, we've got a young lad in Bukayo Saka. It doesn't matter how badly he plays, he's getting another game, the next game. Smith Rowe is now supposedly the creative spark. And does try. So does Saka, to be fair. They do try. But they shouldn't be thrusted into this position in the first place. And the fact that we've gone down, I've been saying this for the whole of the summer, I've been saying it all the way through this season, win, lose or draw. I've been saying this, and people that watch me every day know that I've been saying it. We should not be in a position where 2 kids are the life, and oh my God, it's that they're the saviours. Aubameyang has scored 4 goals this season in 11 games. He's got 1 assist. He has got 1 successful completed dribble this season. 1. Why are we playing him left wing then? Because if you ain't taking a man on, why are you there? You're not scoring goals, so why are you there? Where's Martinelli? Where's Pepe? Who can actually dribble past players, by the way. Mad. Actually insane. It really is. Big up to Arsenal Fan 13 for the generous donation, buddy. Big up to the 450 watching. Make sure you subscribe him. Free hit the likes. Free hit the likes. I might change the channel name to Free Hit Lee. People would love to free hit Lee. Aubameyang had such a bad performance against Liverpool. He's more concerned with being a fresh prince of Arsenal than actually being an effective captain. I'll take Ramsdale at captain at this point. Well, listen, he's another one. You've got to hold your hands up, and thank you for that. You've got to hold your hands up and say, well done, mate. Aaron Ramsdale's come into this football club and totally shut everyone up. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Honestly, he's been phenomenal. And he probably came in and thought, it's a free hit. Of course he fucking didn't. He came in and said, I want to be Arsenal #1. He sat in his interview and said it. I want to be England #1. That is the mentality, really, that this football club needs, isn't it? Not just comfortable, happy to be here. We need players to start sitting there and saying, do you know what? I actually want to be the best. Yeah, and listen, I didn't want him. I'm still not going to go overboard on him, but I'm going to give him credit where it's due. And he's been absolutely flawless since he's been at this football club. Long may that continue, because if he does, we've got a great goalkeeper on our hands. The reason I'm not going to get overboard on it is because I've seen Leno do it. And everyone jumping on Leno, yeah, sucking him off. Oh, the double save against Eriksen in the Spurs game. Oh, what a save. Oh, he's a great shot stopper. It's his fucking job, mate. It's his job to save shots. So let's not get carried away with the goalkeeper yet. But so far, so good, flawless. The only one who can actually hold his head up high this season and say he's been brilliant. Yeah, how many others can do that? Smith Rowe, you can say he's had a good season so far. Saka's been shit. Pepe's not in the team. Martinelli don't ever get any game time. Aubameyang's been pony. In fact, he's been worse than Saka. Like, honestly. Then you look at Benjamin. Sorry, mate. I did tell everyone, and in a year's time, you'll all see he's just a seaside Mustafi. He's fucking useless. Gabriel, yeah, fish out of water at the weekend. Yeah, good centre-back, and he has been one of our best players this season, but the bench is low, isn't it? The benchmark's low to be a best player at Arsenal this season, you know? And Klopp has broken Arteta. It's mad. Big up to Sean P for the donation, bud. Appreciate it. The standards are in the mud because the free hit fans are now lowering the mentality, like you said. And this is the thing, mate. They are. They genuinely are. And when you've got these fans that are all over socials, and it's not just one person or 2 people, we're talking hundreds of thousands of these people on all platforms that are sitting there actively saying, well, we got the youngest manager. What's that got to do with anything? You know, go and look at Bayern Munich's manager. I think he's younger than Arteta. I think he's in his mid-30s. I think he's 34, Nagelsmann. Yeah, if he don't do well at Bayern, he's getting sacked. And even if he does well, he'll probably still get sacked. Because if he don't do anything in Europe, he will get sacked. It's mad. You know, you've got to look at these teams. Bayern Munich have had 16 managers in 15 years. Chelsea have had 16 managers in 15 years. Real Madrid have had 17 managers in 15 years. That's 49 managers in 15 years. That's more than 1 a season each. And they're the 3 most successful clubs in 15 years. So when people sit there and come up with this longevity crap, that's exactly all it is. They're just fucking sons of Wenger. That's it. Buying into this top 4 is a trophy. Buying into it takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, how comes it is for Chelsea, Bayern and Real Madrid then? Oh, but they spend more money, Lee. No, they don't. We've outspent Chelsea and Bayern Munich and probably Real Madrid. Yeah, I don't know Real Madrid stats. I'll check them out. But I know that they had a window where they'd done 250 million. I think the following window, they spent fuck all. So that evens itself out. But we've spent more than Bayern Munich in the last 5 seasons. I know that for a fact. We've done more than spent more than Chelsea in that time as well. In fact, we've done more than Chelsea in the last 6 seasons. You know, yes, Bayern Munich might have a bigger wage bill. Yes, Chelsea might have a bigger wage bill. Yes, Chelsea can go out there and do 100 million on one player. But that's because they got their structure set up properly. Now, none of this crap about fucking, oh, yeah, well, we can't do this, we can't do that. No, they go and do it. Because if they want something, sometimes they overpay for it. But you know what? If they cock it up, they realise it real quick, i.e. Morata, they realise, fuck, we've overspent on this geezer. He's pony. Let's go and get pretty much all of our money back and more to get rid of him. Whoever Morata's agent is, by the way, well done. Because that geezer's nicking a living. You know, it's mad. And, you know, I just look at it and think, like, when people sit there and say, like, you know, it takes time, be patient. What am I being patient for? We are wasting another day by sitting here today, not sacking him. When Antonio Conte was available, we should have been on the phone. We're fucking Arsenal Football Club, mate. Yeah, Arsenal Football Club. We can throw fucking money at it. We can throw top money at it. We've done nearly £250 million in 2 summer windows. And people want to sit here and tell me we can't compete. What planet are you people living in? We can compete. It's people like you that lower the standards, that let the owners get away with it. 2 people can change this football club. 2 sets of people, the ownership and the executives, or the fans. If the ownership ain't doing it and the fans ain't doing it, round and round we go for another 4 years and 3 years or 2 years until everyone suddenly realizes, yeah, Arteta's not really the man, is he? Then what? They sack him. Or do they keep him or we just drop lower and lower and lower? Because I'll tell you something now. If we get into Europe this season, that lot that are giving it free hit and, progression and be patient and, you know, why are you overreacting? If we get in the Europa League, this lot will want a fucking statue outside the ground for Arteta. Oh, hail King Mikel. No. We sacked managers for doing better than what this geezer is doing. Come on. I'm going to show you the stats again. I'm going to show the stats for the people that have turned up late or just got a notification or been busy and just jumped on. Big up to everyone watching, man. Nearly 600. Free hit the likes, people. Go to Anfield and Arteta act all scared. As Jez said, you can lose, but at least show some fight. Make it tough for them. We gave up after the second goal. We gave up after the first goal, if we're being honest. You know, as soon as they scored, it was, oh, that's it. Here we go again. Yeah. Oh, shit. Here we go again. That's how it was. Why did Brighton not lay down and die when they go there? Why did Burnley not lay down and die when they go there? Why is it these teams that don't spend anywhere near what we spend, our front line is one of the most expensive front lines in world football. In world football. Let alone the Premier League, in world football. So how is it we can't score goals? How is it we can't create goals? How is it we can't defend? The last time we had this minus goal difference at this stage of a season was 1913. We're currently on -4. Big up Gez for that stat, by the way. We're currently on -4. We've conceded 17 goals in 12 games, but apparently this guy's fixed the defence. What's he fixed? He's lost 4 games this season. 4. That's 1/3 of our games. That equates to 12, 13 games lost this season if we carry on. Last season, he lost 13. So he's on track to do about the same as he did last season, really, isn't he? Which got us 8th. It got us 8th. So I don't understand why people seem to think they can see some kind of progression. I don't really get it, if I'm honest. Because if you look at it, we're currently on six wins, right? 2 draws and 4 losses. And we're nearly a third of, well, we are about a third of the way through the season, really, aren't we? 12 is 36. So we're kind of a third of the way through the season. Go back to last season, we won 18, drew 7, and lost 13. He's on course to do about the same. If you times it by 3, the stats for this season, win, losses, and draws, we're going to equal last season. And people want to sit here and say, "Oh, what are you going over the top for?" Well, 6 wins at the minute. Times that by 3, that's now 18, which is what we got last season. Yeah, times the draws, that's 6. Well, we got 7. Yeah, times the wins, that's now 12. But then we've still got 2 games left because that equates to 36. Because times the 3 and 12, 36. There's 2 games left. So we're going to maybe get 3 points more, maybe 6 points more. It ain't going to get us anywhere. What is people like? Look, what are these people looking at? The season before that, we had 14 wins, 14 draws, and 10 losses. A lot of them draws and losses. In fact, actually, not the losses, because I think Unai only lost 3 out of them games. But I think a lot of the draws were Unai Emery. But It's just embarrassing. It really is. We got Newcastle coming up, 12:30 kickoff. They're going to come. They're going to have a go. They're going to run at us. St. Maximin was in good form at the weekend. They've got some half-tidy players, nothing spectacular, but they're not coming there with anything other than thinking, we can nick this. They ain't all that. Yeah, get at them, press them, close them down, get in their faces, be solid. They can't score, they can't create. Yeah, then after that, Man United most likely have a new manager. So is that a free hit? Yeah, going to Old Trafford, free hit. Is that a free hit? Are we going to Old Trafford? If they get a new manager, is that a free hit? Am I going to be seeing hundreds of thousands of people all over social? Oh, well, now that they got Zidane, you know, it's a bit of a free hit, isn't it? No, we have only won at Old Trafford once in about fucking a million years. So you can't expect to go to Old Trafford and get a result 2 years in a row, can you? It's a free hit. How many free hits are we giving, mate? It's the third biggest club in the country, by the way. Free hit. Free hit. Big up to LFC Aaron for your donation, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Was here to banter you, but only just learned about Chig passing last night. Sorry for your loss, mate. He was a genuine guy. Listen, thank you for that, man. His funeral was the other day as well. So, yeah, man, sad times, sad times. I've lost my partner in streams, man, as well as a really good friend. So, yeah, it's is obviously looking down at this shambolic bullshit at my football club or our football club and probably thinking, go on, Gunner, stick it on them. But listen, thank you for that, man. Appreciate it. And listen, it must be a joy to watch Liverpool, mate. It must really be a joy to watch you lot. But thank you for that. What's it going to take for Arteta to get sacked? What it's going to take for Arteta to be sacked is for ex-players. We know who they are. They twerk. They bend over. They love the taste of Mikel. They need to come out and start saying it as it is. We need the puppet journos that are indirectly on the payroll without actually being on the payroll. They're just there for the little perks that they get, and they do get perks. We need them to come out and start saying it as it is, start writing articles about it. They don't. We need these fans that have grown up on a decade of Wenger lies and excuses, making out fourth is a trophy, to actually grow a backbone and realise that we're the third biggest club in the country, you know, and we've spent £250 million in the last 2 seasons and very close to £500 million in the last 4 seasons. So when these teams like Man City and Chelsea go and spend their money, oh, we can't compete. They spent £1 billion. Well, we've done £250 million in 2 seasons, mate. We've done £500 million in 4. So we can compete. If we gave Antonio Conte £240 million that gave him the same length of time that Arteta's had with the back end of that season that he came in, then a full season, then this season started, we would be in a title race if he had 240 million quid to spend. That ain't even a debate. Aubameyang would be firing. Laka would probably be firing. Martinelli and Pepe would be in the team. Smith Rowe and Saka as well. They'd all be rotated around. We'd have a style of play. We'd be compact and we'd be good on the break. Yeah, and we'd be solid and we'd be bagging and we'd be up there in the title charge. Whether we win it or not, who knows? But we'd be in a race. Yeah, the only race we're in for is, oh, well, you know, you can't expect the kids to just do it now. Can somebody tell me 10 youth projects that have ever come to fruition? You can't. In the whole history of football, you can't. Because I'll tell you something, the class of 92 is one. That'll never be fucking repeated in this country. Ever, ever, ever again. Unless maybe you could say, well, maybe Chelsea are doing that right now. You could potentially say that. Thank you, Chike. You could potentially say that. You look at Chelsea's players, Chalobah, Mason Mount, Hudson-Odoi. You know, they've got, who else is in their team? Kid-wise, oh, what's his fucking name? List them in the chat. Yeah, you could list off about 5, 6, 7 of them, you know. They've got players out on loan that will be coming back. I'm quite sure Conor Gallagher will get into that team at some point next season. Gilmore might get in that team at some point. You know, so Reece James, thank you, people. Thank you, Reece James. Reece James, Mason Mount, Chalobah. I'm not too sure about this one, if I'm honest, because he is 26, but he did come through their academy. So, yeah, maybe you could throw him in as well. You could throw him in as well. Pulisic, no, he didn't come through the academy, man. But I get what you're saying. They are young. Havertz is young. You know, Loftus-Cheek's 26. I'm sure he's 26. You know, Sar's another one. He's young. Didn't come through the academy, though. But if you want to put all of these young people and kids together, that is a proper youth project. Yeah, none of this fucking bullshit that we're getting fed. We've basically wasted 30 million quid on a better-looking Danny Ceballos, who's now sitting on the bench. And this is the creative spark, apparently, that everyone was jizzing over in the summer. We've then done 50 million quid on the Seaside Mustafi, who, listen, I'm sorry, the guy ain't good enough. Same as Odegaard. People will realise this crap when they're running their contracts down and leaving for free, or we're having to pay to get them out the club. You know, even the Norwegian followers I have in here come in here and say, oh, we don't even know why Odegaard's the captain of our country. Because it's all about PR, mate. And the majority of people are thick as pig shit. They can't see through PR. They see the light at the end, the light at the end of the, or the bump at the light at the end of the bump. What is that? What he said? Arteta? I can see lights at the end of the bump. You fucking idiot. Big up to Akash, man. Thank you for your donation, buddy. I know Arsenal played shit, but we played devil's advocate. I think Liverpool also worked on their defence. Probs their midfield did not leave as many gaps as they did against West Ham and Brighton. And that's what a good manager does, mate. They realised, you know what? Yeah, we're going to have to fix this. We're going to have to tweak this. We're going to have to tweak that. And they try and get better and better and better. All I see from Arsenal every week is a team that's just limping over the line when it's a win. They'll get the odd good performance against Tottenham for half an hour, against Leicester for half an hour, against Villa for 40 minutes. You know, you'll get that good performance for 40 minutes. And in them 3 games, we got goals. But when you actually dig deep and actually look at it, and thanks for the donation, buddy. When we dig deep and actually dissect it, we've scored 8 of our 13 goals in 3 games. That's actually really worrying when you think about it. That's actually really bad. So that means we've scored 5 goals, 5 goals in what, 9 games? In the other 9 games? We've scored 0 goals against Liverpool. We've scored 0 goals against Chelsea. We've scored 0 goals against Man City. We've scored 0 goals against Brentford. We've scored 0 goals against... Who else was it? Maybe we have scored goals in the others. I think maybe we have. I don't know. Maybe the chat will help me out. But at the end of the day, we've played 3 decent teams and we've been piped in all 3 of them. So where is this improvement under Mikel Arteta? I'm not buying this youth project crap. I told everyone this when it was switched to a youth project. I've still seen people today on my Instagram replying, yeah, but look at Klopp. Look at what happened with Klopp when he got there. Let me just break this shit down for you motherfuckers. When Klopp got that job, he had people like fucking Jay Spearing in midfield. Alberto Moreno. I think he had Lucas Leiva. Who else did he have? Who else did he have in that team? There was some other shit midfielder. Lallana. He had Lallana in the team. Yeah, I'm sure there was some others. Divock Origi. Listen, you can all be great after the event and say he was great. Back then, he fucking weren't. Yeah, he's a good super sub now. He was starting games back then. You know, so you can sit there and be clever after it's happened and after Klopp's made it happen. But the fact and reality is when Klopp got that job, he'd already won the league twice and he'd got to a Champions League final. I think maybe twice as well. You know, so he had experience. He came into Liverpool, got to 2 finals in his first half season, 3/4 season, whatever you want to call it. He actually got the job about the same sort of time Mikel Arteta got his job. I think Mikel Arteta maybe got it 5 games later than what Klopp got the job. So let's say Freddie hadn't have had his little stint. That would have been when Mikel gets it instead. That's when Klopp got the job. So they are kind of comparable in terms of that. Other than that, they're not comparable. One has won trophies before he turned up at Liverpool. One hadn't won nothing. He has now won a trophy. Well done, Mikel. Then the first 2/3 of a season, sorry, he gets them to 2 finals. He loses them both. All right. The first full season, he gets them top 4. Still with Adam Lallana, still with Lucas Leiva, still with Divock Origi, still with Alberto Moreno at left back. Right. And gets them to, I think he got them to a semi-final of a cup. I may be wrong. The 3rd season, so the 2nd full season, i.e. Mikel Arteta's season now, Klopp got them to the Champions League final and 1 point off Man City, who amassed so many points, it was mad. 98 and 97 points they got each. So how are people sitting here lowering the standards and comparing it to Klopp? The following season, he fucking won it. So let's not take the piss here, yeah? Let's not take the piss. It's actually insane how people compare this to Klopp. It's nothing comparable, apart from the time in the year that he first got the job. Like, big up to my guy. He puts the same super chat in every day, man. Appreciate you, Suresh. And still totally agree with everything you say. Arteta will get sacked once we keep our shit run up and the pressure piles on. Mate, from what Jez said, a lot of the away fans were getting the ump. So, yeah, it needs people to start getting the ump. Because when you actually look at it, yeah, they have got a buyback on Livramento and Braha as well, yeah. Christensen, I'm not sure. How old's Christensen? There's another young. Mendy's quite young as well, isn't he, for a goalkeeper? Loftus-Cheek's 25. There we go. Lee, did you see Hodge calling after he got sacked? So funny. I haven't seen anything Man United related, mate. I can't lie. All I've seen was the highlights of the game. So the show with Rants later at 4 o'clock today on here is going to be hilarious. I might actually nip out in a minute and go and buy a cigar and smoke that Ollie pack for him. I've got a tobacco shop around the corner. I might go and get myself a nice Cuban. It's very windy outside today, so I've got a car until tomorrow. I picked that up on Friday, so yeah, I could drive down. I might do a little food shop actually, but bumps in the light. Big up to Mbabu. Hope I got your name right, buddy. Big up Lee Gunner. Mikel free hit Teta out. Totally agree. 100%. 100%. And it's mad to think, right? And like I've said before, I don't want to keep repeating myself because it does get boring. But sometimes you have to keep repeating these things. More and more people come and watch this channel. More and more people won't have heard certain things. You know, more and more people. Yeah, Daniel Sturridge was in that team. Joe Allen as well. See, this is what I'm saying. Jordan Ibe. This is what I'm saying. And people are trying to sit here and Nathaniel Klein. There's another one. Thank you, people. John Flanagan. My good God. Yeah, and people want to sit here. Europa League final he got with that in his first 2/3 of a season. And he got to a cup final. And I think it was the League Cup final. He lost both. Sevilla beat him in the final. Unai Emery, funny enough. I think Sturridge scored some mad goal in that game as well. He scored some scissor kick goal, man. It was sick, and they still lost. But there you go. He lost to Unai Emery Sevilla. See, I know my shit. And Mignolet. In fact, their goalkeepers that season were Mignolet, Alex Manninger, who used to play for us about 20 years earlier, and who was the fucking other goalkeeper, man? There was some other dog shit goalkeeper. They're 3 goalkeepers. It was Mignolet. What's his fucking name? Somebody in the chat put it in, people. It weren't Bogdan. It weren't was it? But it weren't Bogdan. It weren't. Maybe that was the season afterwards. It weren't Bogdan. It weren't Adrian either, I don't think. Karius. Yes. See, you kind of got there. Marius. It was Karius. Karius, Manninger, and fucking Mignolet were his 3 goalkeepers when he took over at that football club. Yeah. And in fact, if you remember, when he got to the Champions League final in his second full season, they lost 3-1 to Madrid. That was the Karius final. Yeah. So people can sit here and chat waffle all they like. You know, the fact and reality is people can chat bollocks. The facts don't lie. And I sit here and deal with facts, not your irrelevant feelings. Facts, my facts don't care about your feelings. Yeah, it's as simple as that. The fact and reality is £240 million spent. Let's say, okay, cool. We can't win a league. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Okay, cool. Let's just wash that away. Yeah, we can't win the league, mate. We can't do that. How comes West Ham can spend 1/3 of the money, which they have, 80 million. How can they spend 1/3 of the money? Moyes get the job at the same time, a week later, take them from a relegation battle in 17th, I think they were, when he got the job, finished in 16th, then gets them into the Europa League, of which they're about to qualify out their group, and then has them above us in the table. Whether they finish above us or not, it's irrelevant right now. They're currently above us. They're currently in the Europa League. That is a process. That has not been put out as a process. I haven't heard anything from West Ham fans saying, oh, but it's a process. Oh, it's a youth project. Oh, but you've got to give it time. Yeah, and people go, yeah, but West Ham don't win nothing, so they're just happy. Yeah, cool. Okay. Well, what do we win then? The League Cup this season, if Arsenal win it, all these wankers, and they are wankers, all these wankers that have sat there saying, it's the shit cup. What do we want the shit cup for? They will be fucking windmilling round their back gardens if Mikel Arteta wins this competition, the League Cup, because it's Mikel Arteta. And Mikel Arteta's career is more important than the future of this football club to a lot of people. Mikel Arteta is an employee. And if the owner had a backbone, it'd sack him. Because I say saying, there are good managers out there that are a lot better than this one. And I'll tell you something now, people can get on Aubameyang's case, and I've gotten his case at times this season. 4 goals, 1 assist, and 1 successful dribble in 11 games, right? So why is he still playing him? I'll tell you why. Because he don't like Martinelli, and he don't like Pepe, who can dribble, right? And if he now puts them in, and they go on a little run of form, he looks a bit of a wanker, doesn't he? He looks like he's been proven wrong, and he's a control freak. He's a narcissistic bastard. Yeah, we already know this. You only got to deal with him in press conferences. That's why I dissect his press conference bullshit, because I can see through what he's doing. I can see through what these journos are doing. And the fact is that if we went and got a better manager, let's say we sack him right now and Jurgen Klopp becomes available tomorrow, right? Are you telling me all these Arteta sexuals are going to say, no, actually, let me put this a different way. Let me put this a completely different way. If Klopp gets sacked tonight or lunchtime, whenever it may be today, let's say Klopp gets sacked and actively comes out in an interview on Sky Sports and says, yeah, I got sacked because they weren't backing me. They wouldn't give me any money in January. I feel like I've run my course at the club. I want to manage Arsenal. How many of these Arteta sexuals would say sack Arteta? Because I guarantee there'd be fucking millions of them. Yeah. And that is how weak their arguments are. That if a proper manager is available and says, I want that Arsenal job, they will actively say, yep, get rid of Arteta. So all of this fake positive Disney-esque fantasy world they fucking live in, yeah, on social media to pretend they're the best fan on the planet, right? They're not. They're actually actively holding the football club back because they are the issue, the number one issue at the football club. Collectively, they are the issue. I've been saying this for 3 years on this channel. 3 years yesterday, this channel was born. Thank you very much to everyone who supported it in the 3 years and 1 day. I do appreciate you all. But if the fans have got no standards as a collective overall and the majority are happy with this crap, why do you think you get served up tripe every season? You know, and then you win the odd cup here and there, and it's, oh yeah, how many times you won it? Then all we're doing now is Liverpool go and lose to West Ham, and it's yours gold. Nobody cares, mate. Honestly, nobody gives 2 flying fucks. Yeah, you can't banter Liverpool. They've won 6 Champions Leagues. What have we won? They've won more titles than us. They've won more collective trophies than us. They've got a proper manager. They've got a proper football team. They have got a lovely stadium, albeit it's not as loud as people make it out to be. But why are you trying to banter them for losing to West Ham when they're better run than us? They've got a better manager than us. They've got a better defence than us, a better midfield than us, a better strike force than us. They can attract proper players. They can attract proper managers. They can compete on European stage, Premier League stage. But because they lose to West Ham, oh, it's yours, gold. You absolute drips and plebs. Every one of you is a problem. Every single one of you. Big up to Sean, man. Thanks again for the generosity, buddy. Appreciate it. I will read some of these Facebook comments out because there's quite a few on there at the minute. Arsenal must be the only team that loses because the manager don't have the perfect team of players. Delusion at its finest. Sean, this is the point, mate. Yeah? He needs 15 or 20, 50 million pound footballers that are perfect for him to be perfect. What happened when he came in and everyone was saying, oh, but he's the best young coach in world football? Says fucking who? Based on what? Let me get a drink. 1 second. Yeah, since when's he been the best young coach in world football? Who says it? We've got the lemon water, by the way. I chopped up some lemons, put it in my water. Very nice, very detoxing. You should try it, people, especially when you smoke and drink. So yeah, make sure you try that. The lemon water is the one. And big up my old girl. She taught me this one. Very nice. But who says he's the best young coach in world football? Who says that? Let's be real. He's not. He's not. Just because he's a young coach and he sat next to Pep shining his head and putting cones out, don't mean he's any fucking good. Yeah. On that basis, Steve Bold was more qualified for the job because he sat next to Wenger, who our fans absolutely idolize and can't stand Pep because he just buys titles. But now Pep's bitch is now the best young coach in world football because he sat next to Pep. This Disney-esque world these people live in is fucking all it is. Fantasy. They thought that, oh, we're going to have Wenger ball back at the carpet. Back at the carpet. I'm back at my second home. These people, can they actually seriously hear themselves? And they say people like me are embarrassing this football club. No, people like that are embarrassing to the football club because, oh, but other fans laugh at us because of that channel and that channel and that channel. No, other fans laugh at you, mate, because you sit there going, it's yours gold. So that's celebrating your 18th birthday every year after it's fucking happened. Yeah, it's yours gold. Yeah, you're 35 now, mate. 35. Yeah, but it's yours gold. It's yours gold, though. Yeah, it's yours gold. They take the piss and laugh at us because you come up with stupid little fucking phrases for defenders like Costafi. Oh, we've got Costafi. You come up with stupid songs like Rob Holding, you know, he's better than Cannavaro. In what way? In what way? It's embarrassing. Calling Kolasinac the tank. Jesus Christ, man. This club's clapped. It is clapped. And then they take the piss even more, talking of clapping and being clapped. Oh, we need you tonight, guys. Please, if you want to protest, that's fine. But when the team bus comes down Hornsey Road, can you clap it into the stadium because it's our biggest game of the night? So instead of going there to protest against the club and the owner, the night we played Villarreal and got knocked out by our former manager, it was, let's clap for the team bus. What did they do for us that night? Oh, yeah, got knocked out. Cheers, guys. Good here, isn't it? Really good. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Do free hit the like button. I'm going to read out some of these Facebook ones now. So add Laka, Eddie, keep Martinelli and get Andre Silva from Leipzig as a target man. Promote Balogun. And finally, there's an attacking threat up front. Big up Alan, man, on Facebook. Big up to you, buddy. Listen, we do need to go and get a striker. 100% we need to go and get a striker. What is this bottle doing? We do need to go and get a striker. Big up to Darren John as well on Facebook. Constantly comparing ourselves to Klopp is hilarious. I have a best mate who was married with kids by 30. I wasn't. Do you know what I mean? It's mad, isn't it? It's actually mad. It's mad. Big up to Ricken in the chat, man. Real one. What's this fucking bottle doing? Keep popping. Go away, man. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to do a few more. Big up the signature, baby. Very generous, mate. Appreciate it. Ganduzi showing real fighting spirit for his team. Tell me Sambi is on his level. Well, he ain't. Ganduzi is lifetimes ahead. Saliba should be starting for us. And this is my point, right? We could have saved 50 million quid on Benjamin Scheidt and got Saliba back. Saliba and Gabriel would have been a better partnership, in my opinion, because everything Benjamin Scheidt can do, Saliba can do and more. Do you know what I'm saying? We could have saved 30 million quid on the pretty Dani Ceballos from Madrid. Oh, but he played for Madrid at 15. No, he never. He signed for him then and didn't get a fucking game. He played 11 times for Madrid in his whole life. Played more than that for Arsenal last season. So we could have saved 30 million quid on him and brought Guendouzi back into the team and just put Smith Rowe there. We still could have bought Sambi Lokonga, still could have bought Nuno Tavares, but now you've got an extra 80 million to play with. What do I know? I'm negative, apparently. It's all my fault. This club's shit. It's all my fault. How dare you? How dare you, Lee Gunner, want Arsenal to win titles? How dare you? It's so toxic. Oh, dear. Oh, I've just choked on my chai latte. I can't eat my soy bagel. These poncy little pricks, man. They're ruining my football club. Fucking fix up. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It is a disgrace. Listen, there's nowhere near enough likes on this video, man. You lot are taking the wholesale Mikel Arteta. Free hit the likes, people. Free hit the likes. And for anyone who has joined late, I'm going to put these stats up again. So make sure you watch them. Drink them in, people. That is our stats this season in the Premier League. But apparently, he needed his own players. Anyone who thinks Mikel Arteta is suddenly going to go from a defensive-minded coach to an attacking-minded coach is living in cloud fucking cuckoo land. And there we go. It is what it is. I'm going to do 3 or 4 more comments and I'm getting out of it, man. Big up to Zabir. I hope I pronounced your name right, buddy. Hi, Lee. I'm a Chelsea fan. Love your channel mostly because you're not diluted. You're not a diluted Arsenal fan. You speak the truth. Proper Arsenal. Thank you. Listen, mate. I've said it a million times before. I'm not going to sit here and lie through my teeth, right? And pretend I'm saying Cayenne, which is what everyone else does. There's only a tiny, 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 tiny percentage, and I mean tiny, less than 0.1% of fans that sit on this platform, just this platform. I'm not going to talk about the other platforms. This platform, and actually say it as it is. The rest of them are all liars and full of shit. Yeah, I don't care, mate. I say it as it is. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm not trying to get fucking on the red carpet or Sky Sports as the face of Arsenal. Oh, yes, it's deadline day. Let me get myself on Sky. I don't care, mate. I ain't interested in that. I ain't interested in it. Not for me. Anyway, appreciate the love, man. Thank you very much. But talking to Chelsea fans, big up Tony Rolfe. Come on, Tone. How you doing, buddy? It's your fan base, mate. 100% Tone. Tone, look, you haven't had Lukaku most of the season. You haven't had Saul Niguez playing hardly any games. And with the same team that he inherited, you've conceded 4 goals. 2 of which from open play, and 1 of them 2 was deflected against City. Do you know what I mean? And you're scoring goals for fun. So how can he take a team that is essentially the same team as last season from 9th to 4th, Champions League win, FA Cup final loss, to top of the table and looking like you have a title-winning defence? How is that possible? Oh, yes, my bad, because he's a fucking good manager. That's why. It's pathetic. And this is all I want from my club, man. Go and get Diego Simeone, and this squad of players you will see 100% improvement in. Big up to James on Facebook, man. Hope you're good, bud. Hope you're well, mate. It's mad. Pep and Poch love Arteta. Yep. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just, oh, they're all mates, so let's back our mates. But listen, there ain't no free hits with me, mate. It don't happen. It don't happen here. We don't do free hits. We don't do, well, why is there an overreaction? I've been saying this shit every day, mate. And I've been told when we're winning, you're negative. Yeah? Really? Watch at the end of the season when you're all crying Arteta out again. Only for us to go and fucking, and then start crying about the owner again. And then they'll drop in some bang average shit cunt footballer. Yeah? Remember Emi Buendia? Remember him when you were all knocking one out over him? What's he doing this season? Yeah? Martin Odegaard, you were doing the same for him. What's he doing this season? What do I know? Just a numpty YouTuber. Come on, free hit the likes, people. How's the YouTube doing, mate? Thank you, Jamie Lee Price. I appreciate that, man. It's 3-year anniversary yesterday of the channel, mate. So, yeah, it's going all right. 31 million views from a standing 0 start. Got monetized real quick. And we've built up over 64.6k subs. So, yeah, it's going well, man. It's going very well. And a mad, mad, mad community of people, man, that are so supportive to me. It is insane. So, listen, I couldn't do this full time without you lot coming and watching it every day. So, thank you very much to everyone who does. Whether you like me or not, you still come and watch it. So, you've all helped. So, thank you very much. Big up to Kilika. Our fan base is absolute embarrassment. It is, mate. They're more interested in getting retweets sponsorship deals, Sky Sports appearances, going on next man's channel to be the side man instead of being the main man and saying it as it is, isn't it? There we go. What do I know? Negative, toxic. It's all my fault. Arsenal was shit. Drinking game. Take a shot when you hear the word free hit. Well, Newcastle are coming to the Emirates this weekend, and I'm sure they'll be coming with the mindset within their fan base of, oh, well, it's a free hit. It's a free hit. Man United will have a new manager by the time we play them in December, and no doubt our fans will be saying, well, it's a free hit again, mate. It's a free hit, innit? But there you go. If you can't see what Arteta's doing, mate, you can fuck off down the lane. The amount of people that have said to me in the last 2 years, I'm convinced you're a Spurs fan. Yeah? Let me tell you something, motherfucker. You've got the mentality of a Spurs fan because you're happy losing. You're happy not winning nothing, mate. So maybe it's you that are the Spurs fans, not me. Because if you're happy being shit and you're happy being a process. Oh, sorry, it's not a process anymore, is it? It's a project. Yeah? How about some fucking progress? How about that? Arteta's at the wheel. I've seen people, this ain't even a joke. I have seen people saying, well, at least we know that Arteta won the Ollie Lampard Arteta debate now. Fuck off, man. This is Arsenal Football Club, the third biggest club in the country, and you lot are acting like fucking Barnet. Disgusting behaviour. Disgusting. Disgusting. Lee, words can't describe how much I love you, and Rant's always speaking facts. You should collab with Harji if you can. Harji's a real one, bruv. Big up to him. And yeah, I love him on any time, man. I love him on any time. But listen, I am going to wrap this up because I only wanted to do half an hour and I've done an hour. So time flies when you're on one. And yeah, I think I might go and buy a cigar. Now Ollie's gone. I don't know if Rance has still got any left. He's probably smoked them all this weekend. But I might go and get a cigar and just smoke one anyway. And I had chicken yesterday for dinner. Do you know what I mean? Had a bit of Japanese food yesterday. Very nice. I've still got some left. I'm going to have it later. So, come on. And I've got me lemon water. Very bitter. A bit like me about this football club. But big up to everyone who's watched live, man. Big up to everyone who's watching on Playbook. Smash the likes up. Free hit the likes. And yeah, I'll be back again in less than 3 hours. 2 hours, 43 minutes. I am back on here with Rants. And I've already got the title sorted. Yeah. Ollie sacked. Arsenal slapped will be the title of that video. And that is going to be an epic stream. So make sure you come and check that out. It's always funny with him on, man. We always have banter with it. It's always jokes. The amount of people that watch that stream as well. Thank you very much, man. So thank you very much to each and every one of you. But anyway, we're out of here. I'm 58 minutes late. Yeah, I'm leaving. Laters. Big up, man. Love. Laters. Arteta out. Now, free hit merchants out. And why are you going over the top merchants out? Fix up, look sharp, everyone out.